Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Just welcome to my channel if you're new here. In this video I'm going to be looking at more old art that I'm either proud of still or kind of just think turned out cute. And like sometimes I feel like my idea was like really cool or cute, but my skill just wasn't up to par with the idea at the time. But yeah, I'm going to do it a little bit different this time. I'm just going to scroll through the images on my Windows photo viewer. And yeah, I'll just talk about them. So for this first one, this was a challenge thing I did. I used to be part of this art community called Pagey World, and I loved that art community. It was like the first art community I ever joined, but it ended up being shut down for financial reasons, so I'm sad. But they did a little challenge. People were doing this challenge thing where it's like you get one like, you have to draw one balloon. And so I decided I'd go ahead and try it. So you basically just post a picture that says that one like equals one balloon. After a short period of time, or like a certain amount of time, you check and see how much likes you got, and then you have to draw the balloon, the image of the balloons. Now at the time I didn't have very many followers. As you see, there's only like 10 balloons here. I think 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, so I only got 10 likes. But this picture, I feel like you could tell it's really bad. It's really bad, but I tried with the perspective, and I feel like I'm kind of proud of myself for doing that. But you can see here too, like here, see like this white peeking out. Like I didn't have a back layer. Like normally now I'll have some sort of solid layer that I'm painting my background over. Just a solid color. Just usually I'll do like the start of the sky. Like for this I probably would have just done like a solid green or a solid like blue color like this and painted everything over it. I still suck at perspective, not gonna lie, but I'm proud of myself for trying. Kind of see that I try to make it look like these balloons are higher up. I also don't know what's going on here. There's a lot of like color leaking out from here. I think I was just trying to do it like quickly. Like I wasn't trying to rush it, but like I was trying to be painterly about it, I guess. I don't know. Because I can tell by the brush I'm using and how often it's kind of just spilling. It's probably me just trying to be painterly. But what irks me is how I didn't use a background behind it. Like, what the heck? But as you can see, like, the character, this is Tapas, by the way. This is my OC. And this is one of his older version, like, of his design. Now he looks totally different. I drew a recent picture of him on my channel, so if you want to go check that out, I'll put a link in the description, probably. But anyway, this was his older design. He's gone through a couple redesigns, but yeah, I kind of like his shoes though. Anyway, you can tell this perspective on him isn't really that great, but I'm just proud of myself for trying, and I don't know, hey, I didn't erase that out, but anyway. Also, I don't understand if this is supposed to be like just a random stone bench in the middle of the forest. I don't know. But you can also tell my line art is just shaky and wobbly and sketchy, but I'm still proud of myself for trying to perspective, and I don't know, I just thought it was kind of a cool picture. This is 2016, bro. So old. And then this one was also a perspective thing. I was so proud of it because I had done the perspective, and I still think it's kind of a cool idea. I feel like, also you'll notice that 2016 was like my Lord of the Rings era. Okay, so this is Legolas, and this is his dad who's looking for him. And so he finally found him up here in a tree reading a book. I don't know, like, the perspective's a little off still. So you can kind of see, like, I feel like he should be a little bit more distorted from this angle, but I still always like this, unless I kind of want to redraw this as like a legit drawing. But it's a really quick just sketch, just a doodle. It wasn't anything, but I still liked it. And like try to represent this, supposed to be like a river here too, but I don't know if you can tell. But anyway, so there's that one. And the next one, my Ninjago New Year. I was proud of myself for drawing a group of people. You know how hard it is for me to draw a group of people and pose them right? Now I'm mostly showing this one too because this is the old version. I did redraw it, and the fireworks are so much better. Those are like my favorite fireworks I've ever drawn. So we're showing you this one so we can compare it to the other one when I do get to it. I don't know if I'll get to in this video. It depends how fast I go through these. But yeah, anyway, this is Ninjago. I was also kind of into Ninjago at the time, and they're supposed to be having like a picnic in this New Year's, and it was a New Year's drawing. And you see my fireworks are ugly as heck. I didn't know how to draw fireworks at the time. And this was like actually my most popular video. It was a speed paint of this drawing. I drew Cole as a ghost at this time because at one point he was like a ghost in the show, and that's probably where we were at. Me and my brother are watching it, and a lot of people, this was unintentional, but people would keep saying in the comments of that video that Lloyd was looking at Kai because people ship them. I don't ship them. That's no, ew. But people were saying that Lloyd was looking at Kai, but that's not true, because that was coincidence. He's supposed to be looking over his shoulder at the fireworks, because I do not ship those two at all. And in the next time when I redrew it, I tried to make it like less obvious. Now this here was supposed to be obvious because they were kind of like together in the show. Kai's sister, Nia, and then Jay. And Jay was always kind of like falling for her. I think they ended up kind of just being together. They fell for each other, but so this was intentional, where he's not watching the fireworks. But this was not. That's not what's supposed to be going on here. He's supposed to just be looking over his shoulder at the fireworks. Maybe he was talking to Zane, and then he ended up turning, to look over. So I do not ship those two, okay? I don't do queer ships, sorry. But anyway, that was this. The skyline's kind of mediocre. My line art's very sketchy. I had like chicken scratch line art for the longest time, if you couldn't tell. Well, we're still in 2016, I guess. But overall, I feel like it was kind of like decent composition, I would say. Except for like this. Now I'm like have to be wary what people are gonna say and things like this. Like, this was intentional, this was not. And I gotta, next time I try to pose him so that he wasn't, people wouldn't be able to get that. But yeah, so it's a cute drawing. I don't know if I really like Zane's pose here. I think I did change it and redraw, but. And this cup looks very like a blob of color, I don't know. So some things are a little bit like very, what's it called, beginner. Alright, for the next one, well, this one, this one, I did a video on it. I just wanted to kind of bring it up again about how I liked it. It's pretty, okay? It's fall colors, it's just pretty. Shadows are not as intense as they could be. And like I said, I was in a habit of like ponyfying everything back then too. So Lord of the Rings phase, ponies, all this, I'm gonna do this. So also for a while I was turning everyone to dragons. I have so many. That was before digital art though, so I was drawing that all on paper. But anyway, this is kind of flat, not gonna lie, but I still like the idea and the colors. You can kind of see like my lighting too is kind of muddy. But anyway, if you want to hear me talk about that one, I have a video for it. Except I used the AI voice in that video. I'm going to try not to use that as often as possible. Sometimes I might just have to. The next one was this one, which I also talked about in that video. Guys, I will forever be proud of this drawing. For me not drawing groups of characters so much, like, I have such a hard time arranging them, and this is just, I just feel like I did pretty good. I mean, I could tweak it to arrangement a little bit, but like I said, the background, like I said in the other video, I thought it was just so genius. Like, you start in Hobbiton, you go all the way around to all these different places, and then you land back, it ends in Hobbiton again. I'm so proud of this. I really want to redraw this one day. Maybe one day. One day. But maybe I will actually try to do my own versions of the characters. So I said this is supposed to be like if I drew a book cover. This is what it would be. Anyway, next one was this carousel horse. I had also a point in time where I was turning everyone to carousel horses. That this is the only one that got digitalized. I'll give you a minute to guess who this is. If you guess Thranduil, you're correct. This is supposed to be, I don't know if I want to chop this off up here in the actual post, but you can see it up here too. That is a Thranduil carousel horse. So I think it turned out cool. I kind of wish I did everyone else I would do. I need to do that again. Because I think my idea was to draw like a collection of images of just pop culture characters as carousel horses. Then I was going to just do the line art and make it like a coloring book. Never happened, but I should bring back that idea, I'm not gonna lie, because I really like how this turned out. I could have done more with like this gold grayish blue blanket. I feel like I could have done more with that. It looks kind of boring, but I think Thranduil 2 was just kind of an easy one because he had a lot of little details that you could kind of add onto. The bracers are a little bit boring too, not gonna lie. We have this is supposed to be like leaf armor because I think he fought in a war too. His sword, which turned out like wow for me, hating to do detail, Turned out pretty well. It's short, but I mean, I was trying to fit on the carousel horse, so I didn't want to go really past where your leg would go if you're sitting here. The saddle's nice, and the details here is for like his crown, the twisted branch bridle. This was also like, I think his necklace, pendant. I think he's a pendant. No, this is a pendant. This must have been either just a random gem I did, or it's supposed to be like one of his rings, because he does wear rings on his fingers in the movie. And then this, of course, which is his like cape rope thing he carries around. So I feel like it's, honestly, look at this chain. I put some detail into that bad boy. I think, like I said, it's because I was thinking of doing a coloring book with it, and I don't want my lack of expertise to show through. I think I even made this carousel stand as like a template, so I could just kind of bring it into every drawing I draw, which I may have to use that in the future. That might tweak it because it looks kind of flat. You see where it kind of like braids? It doesn't like dip here. Yeah, but anyway, that's a cool idea. I need to bring it back. So this was Thranduil as a carousel horse. I've drawn so many people as a carousel horse. It's not even funny. They're all just all on paper. But anyway, I still like this one. It's just very flat. It could be shaded better, but it's cute. I like it. It's really pretty. And I think that's all for 2016. I don't think, hold on, let me see. I don't think that was very long, so we'll go ahead to 2017. Okay, for 2016, I mean 2017, now that we're moving on to that, I think this might have been when I kind of shifted into Guardians of the Galaxy / OC phase, because I was really obsessed with these two OCs right here, and you probably already know who they are. This is early stages of development here, so I think Dex's appearance kind of changes a little bit. Like, I look like I put a little more fur on top of his head. Bobby Joe's appearance kind of stays the same, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of wanted to update his shoes though, because they look a little bit bland. So, but here, this drawing, honestly, I'm just proud of the background. Look, I even put a little town over here. And now that I think about it, I don't think Bobby Joe's shoes are going to keep him up in the air that long, but I guess it could just be like a freeze frame. Because I kind of feel like this is just more than anything kind of boost him rather than keep him flying. Dex has wings so he can fly, but he also has rocket shoes, but those are mostly just to like maneuverability kind of thing. And I also have these moons in the back. I'm so sorry about my grogginess. I'm trying not to get too close to the mic too, because last time I kind of got a little close to the mic and it sounded bad. Well, let me scoop the mic. But anyway, so I have these moons because it's supposed to be another planet, the sunset, the lake. I feel like the background turned out pretty decent. I also, this is in Sketchbook, I had this like cloud brush that I would like to use all the time, and this is also sparkle brush. But anyway, so these are my OCs, and I was obsessed with them for a while. It probably didn't help because I was in the Guardians of the Galaxy mood, and these two were very inspired by Guardians of the Galaxy. You probably couldn't tell. If you couldn't tell, well then I guess kudos to my character design, because like when I was designing Bobby Joe, okay, I'm gonna just go off a little rant here. Bobby Joe's inspired from a grocery store employee. There's this cashier, and he just looks so cool, like he could play in a movie. So it sparked my imagination. I didn't really like make him look like him really, but the like idea of what character I thought that cashier could play was what sparked Bobby Joe's design, which he just deviated way far from it, because I thought that as the actor, the cashier, he looked like he could play like a hotshot ex-thief spaceship pilot, so I was thinking something like a cross between Ant-Man and Star-Lord. And so I ended up starting to design this character, and I didn't want him to look like Star-Lord, because like I said, at the moment I was in a very Guardians of the Galaxy mood, and so I'm like, red's not going to be his color, so that's why he's wearing green instead. And then I ended up really pushing cowboy motifs to also make him different. And yeah, so that's kind of where this came. And then, like I said, he kind of shifted. He's not really like a hotshot ex-thief at all. He does fly spaceships, but he's more like a space cowboy and a bounty hunter now, or treasure hunter. And then Dex was originally supposed to be a psychic. That was the idea, was a psychic. And don't ask me why. The psychic idea was inspired by this line from a song called Should Have Been a Cowboy, which is one of my favorite songs. It's so nostalgic for me. And it says, I might have had a sidekick with a funny name. And I'm like, you know what, let me give my cowboy character here a sidekick then, with a funny name. Didn't really go do a funny name. Dex ended up becoming more of a mentor than a sidekick. So he's not really the sidekick anymore. I don't want to say he's more the main character now. He's not really. They're both the main character. But he's not really like the silly sidekick that he was originally going to be. He's more just like a serious mentor now. But anyway, that was just a rant about my OCs. I like this picture because of the background and stuff. And like I said, this is very early on Inception. Dex got way more serious. I drew his eyes really tiny here, actually. I tend to draw them way bigger now. And he's smiling, which is a very rare sight indeed in his current lore. But yeah, so like I said, this was early on in their development. Anyway, moving on. I think we've been staring at this long enough. I just like it, okay? I have the date on here somewhere. Oh wow, you can hardly see it. It's 2017, December. Wow, so long ago. Okay, so next is this Drogoz from Paladins, and I digitally painted this, and I was so proud of it. Just ignore the horn here, because the horns look awful. And this too, but I don't think I care too much about this part because I was mostly focused on the face. But look at like how smooth it is. Usually when I digitally paint, this is what it looks like. It looks like over here where it's kind of rugged and jagged. So over here, because it's not the face, I think I didn't put as much detail into it, but like you can see here, it's like really smooth. I think and it fades out here. I feel like I did a pretty good job on this, I'm not gonna lie. One of the best like digital paintings I've ever done. I don't digitally paint hardly ever, but I feel like I just have a hard time getting like a smooth outline, you see? Also, I'm not sure if I knew at the time, because I ended up taking this course on how to like shade and light characters, and it changed my life. So I don't know if I was there's this thing called ambient occlusion shadows. I don't think I'm doing that here. But basically, it's where you have like this faint shadow all around the character. It's not going to be a dark shadow. It's going to be very, very faint. But it's like this very light shadow around the entire, very soft, very light shadow around the entire figure. So I don't think I was doing that here. That probably would have took this to the next level if I did something like that. And also sharper, just deeper shadows. But I just like how this turned out. I'm still kind of proud of it, not gonna lie. Just ignore the horns. The horns are the worst part, but yeah, so moving on. Guardians of the Galaxy, like I told you, I was kind of in that mood at the point. And this, I just like my composition, bro. Like I said, the amount of times I arrange multiple characters into one scene, it's hard. Anatomy could be a lot better, not gonna lie. My line art is also extremely thick, like what the heck. I should have colored like the light and line art here. See, coloring your line art coloring my line art probably would have been nicer here, like on Gru 2. Probably would have been nice if I colored it like a dark brown. And like on lighter areas, I don't really color, I do color my line art, I guess. Usually it's a really dark color, but like on places like this, or like on a character like this, I probably would have made a lighter lines. Sometimes I feel like just when you have lighter colors and you're making the lines surrounding that color lighter probably would be nice. But it's fun, right? It's cute. It's the Guardians of the Galaxy, which I still love to death, not gonna lie. And yeah, I'm just proud of it. I think it turned out nice, except for my shading. Well, it looks like I used this freaking airbrush right there. What you don't want to do, don't use an airbrush for your shading. I would use a more solid brush and then blend it out, which might have been what I did here. I just overblended. But anyway, the shadows could use some work. But I feel like you can kind of already see me improving since 2016. But anyway, this is also one of my redrawing this, not gonna lie. Okay, moving on. This is my OC Rocket. Yeah, I named him the same name as the Rocky Raccoon, but there's a story to it, okay? He was based off a Jeroboa from Ark Survival Evolved. I don't know if any of you played that game. Me and my brother would play a lot, and on the Scorched Earth map, there's these little Jeroboas, and the cutest things ever, and I tamed one as like a pet, and named it Rocket, after the raccoon. And so then I anthropomorphized, however you say that word, him right here. And I just like the composition. Like, I don't do action poses like this very often. I feel like me putting the background is really nice. I should put some like animals in the back though, I feel like. Sorry, my mouth just did something, like clicked. But yeah, and the clouds too. But anyway, so he's basically an Ark Survival Evolved Jeroboa. And yeah, I almost forgot I had this OC, not gonna lie. And then here's like just his design. I haven't really drawn him since this year, not gonna lie. But yeah, I just feel like the background turned out really well. Could, like, again, deeper shadows. It looks like my shadows are also very soft. I could have done better like with the shading and using harsher shadows, more chiseled shadows, not as light. Same with the lighting, not gonna lie. Like, I overblended a lot, but look, I even put like the dust getting kicked up right here. Probably could have made that more dramatic. But anyway, overall, I feel like it's like a good drawing for me at the time. If I was to redraw this, you could tell I could do better though. But it's a good drawing for me at the time. And cute, not gonna lie. Okay, so next, moving on. More Guardians of the Galaxy. I drew this. It was a doodle. It was winter time, I believe. I drew this in November. I was probably trying to get in the Christmassy mood ahead of time because it always sneaks up on me. But this was after Yondu, is that his name? Yondu dies. So I decided to go ahead and do like that we built a snowman and we're like remembering him, having those, you know, nice memories. I almost was afraid it's gonna be taken the wrong way though, like they're making fun of him, but they're not. They're reliving memories. And yeah, I have this snow brush in Sketchbook, and that's what I use for the snow, which looks kind of nice, not gonna lie, but these trees look so flat. This is the thing I used to like to do back then too, is make a forest, because I felt like it was just so easy to do. But anyway, I always thought this was a cute drawing. I almost kind of always want to redraw it, not gonna lie, but yeah, it's cute. It's just a cute drawing that I just like from that time. And yeah, I'm just paying homage to Yondu. And now, yeah, I kind of could have done better with the shadow here. It kind of looks like he's detached from the background. I'm almost wondering, no, because I would also tend to draw my traditional, I would like scan my traditional art in and color it a lot too. I don't think I did that with this one. Alright, moving on. More Guardians of the Galaxy, this time with Rocket and Groot. I also have this thing where I like to draw skylines. I don't think I did it very often, but it was fun to draw these skylines, cities, skylines. And then this is just them in the forest again. There's a forest, and then oh, look how nice the snow kind of turned out over here though. I kind of like how I did that. I had like snow brushes too in a Sketchbook. There's like all these nature brushes and stuff. And I put their little, let's say paw prints, footprints. I guess for him it's a paw print, but they're footprints. And then Groot's hands looks very human. I should have been a little bit less human looking. But yeah, Groot and Rocket just walking through, and Groot just being mesmerized, and Rocket's just on his mission or whatever, because he looks very serious over here. I used to draw Rocket a lot too, because he was like my favorite. Now I don't know if he's my favorite or if Star-Lord is, because I really like Star-Lord a lot too. But drawing these two together, it was like a big thing back when my Guardians would phase. And then I would also draw Pip from Paladins a lot, I feel like. And that's when I got really good at drawing Andros, I feel like. I was drawing Rocket and Pip a lot. And then of course I got obsessed with my own OC decks, which helped a lot too. But anyway, I just like this drawing. I like the city, the sunset over here, and it's cute, okay? It's cute. It brings back a lot of memories for me when I was in that phase. I still like the Guardians a lot. Anyway, moving on. The snow turned out pretty good too here. Not gonna lie. My OC Rocket. Now, remember I was telling you about the balloon challenge on Pagey World? There's another one that was a stars challenge. So you get one like, you draw 1 star for every like. Obviously I had a lot more followers at this point and a lot more attention, because like I'm not gonna count, but there's a lot more stars in here. And this is my OC Rocket again in the desert, because that's where he lives. And yeah, I just like it. I feel like it's the glow. I like glowy things, okay? And I feel like I did a good job making these stars glow. I feel like the way it's like on his pants and stuff here, like the glow bouncing off him, looks very muddy, not gonna lie. But yeah, I should redesign this character, honestly. But anyway, I feel like it turned out, I just like how it turned out. It turned out pretty cute, I would say. And then I go into my backgrounds. I feel like I was a lot more into backgrounds back then. Like I would spend more time on them, or they would be really simple but like effective. I need to do that more now. But yeah, so that was that. I miss Pagey World still sometimes, I tell you. And next is we're looping back around. So that was all for 2017. That like I said, these are just drawings that I feel like were cute. I still like them a lot, or that I'm still proud of. Most of the times I just still like them. I just still like the composition. I still like the idea, and it's cute. It's just I could do better now, let's be real. But yeah, this though I'm proud of. This I'm proud of. But anyway, yeah, that's all I guess, guys. I'm I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please do give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I have some more old art of mine. It's from like more, you know, going into 2018, 2019 that I would like to go through. It's a trip down memory lane too for me. But you can see how I drew back in the day. How bad my line art is. Like, look, even here, like, the lash line is even, like, thicker than the rest. Like, I don't do that now. The lash line's gonna be thicker. And, yeah, so you can see how my art progresses. But anyway, I have more art I can go through, and, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give a like and subscribe. I already said that. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, guys, I guess that's all for this video, and I'll see you on the next one, guys. Bye-bye.